Hello, friends. Miss you so much seeing your faces at school and in person, but hopefully reading this little book will help. I love this book. It's called Possum Come a Knockin'. It's a story about a sneaky little possum. Possum Come a Knockin' by Nancy Van Lan, illustrated by George Booth. Possum come a knockin' at the door, at the door. Possum come a knockin' at the door. Granny was a sittin' and a rockin' and a knittin' when a possum come a knockin' at the door. Ma was busy cookin' in the kitchen making taters when a possum come a knockin' at the door. Pa was busy fixin' and a bangin' and a poundin' when a possum come a knockin' at the door. Pappy was a whittlin' making play toys for the baby when a possum came a knockin' at the door. Sis was tossin' baby while Pappy was a whittlin' when a possum come a knockin' at the door. Brother was untinglin' all the twiny line for fishin' while Sis was tossin' baby and Pappy was a whittlin'. And Pa was busy fixin' and Ma was busy cookin' and Granny was a knittin' when a possum come a knockin' at the door. Goondog was a twitchin' and a scratchin' in the corner when a possum come a knockin' at the door. Tomcat started sniffin' and a spittin' and a hissin' when a possum come a knockin' at the door. "What's that?" Sis said. "Don't know," Brother said. "What's that?" Pa said. "Don't know," Granny said. "But that cat," she said, "that cat oughter go." Then a dog started sniffing and a pawing and a growling while a cat tail a twitching was a hissling and a howling, making Granny stop a knitting and Pappy stop a whittling and Baby started fussing. Sis and Brother started cussing 'cause little old possum was a knocking at the door. "What's that?" Granny said. "Don't know," Pappy said. "What's that?" Ma said. "Don't know," Pa said. Then I creepy crossed the floor and peeked under the door. "It's a possum come knockin' at the door," I said. "It's a possum come knockin' at the door." Then Brother came a leapin' and Sis came a runnin' and Baby came a crawlin' and Dog started howlin' and Pappy was a chucklin' and Granny's eyes was twinklin' as Ma followed Pa to the door. "Now hush," Pa said. "Now hush," Ma said, and slowly Pa opened the door. "Now y'all stop your hollerin', your fussin', and your cussin', 'cause there's nothin' that's a knockin' at the door." "No possum?" Pappy said. "No possum," Pa said. "No possum," Granny said. "No possum," Ma said. Then we all started doing like before. Granny was a sittin' while Pappy was a whittlin'. Ma was a cookin' while Pa was a fixin'. Brother was untangling while Sis was tossing Baby. Goondog was a scratching while Tomcat was a lickin'. And I was just a sittin' and a lookin' out the window when I saw what I saw scoot up that old oak tree. What's that? A possum was a scootin' and a scramblin' and a danglin'. That possum that was knockin' made a fool out of me. What a sneaky, sneaky little possum in a busy, busy household. I bet your houses are pretty busy. Hopefully you don't have any possums knocking on your door. Bye, friends.